Hey, I'm back with another video. Just real quick, I'm browning some ground beef, and then I'm gonna throw in some of this Trader Joe's taco seasoning mix. And I also have here on my side a bunch of diced potatoes right there. Plus, I'm gonna throw in some garlic, and then over to my side, let me bring this out. I got some jalapenos. I'm gonna wash this and then dice it up. So let me put that down. I'm gonna throw a garlic and onion up in here, and I'm gonna mix it up, and it's gonna be delicious. So I cut up a onion and a half a onion right now. I usually would put one onion for 1 pound of ground beef, but I had an extra half a onion sitting on the side from this morning when I made my husband's lunch, so I diced that up and threw it in here too. So now I'm gonna go ahead and chop up this pepper and the garlic real quick. Well, first I'm gonna wash my hands, of course, but then I'm gonna, you know what, not the garlic yet. I'm gonna do the pepper, and I'm gonna put the potatoes in, but I gotta wash my hands first, of course, so I'll be right back. Now, I already put one of the peppers in, but I want to show you what I do is I cut the top off and I take everything out like that, and then I chop it up like that. And the reason for that is because a very close friend of mine a few years back, she was used to eating the seeds out of these peppers, and then she ended up having to get her appendix removed because one of the seeds got lodged in there. So I just want to be very cautious. I don't want to cause that for myself or anyone else. And also, I removed the white part as well because keep in mind I got a 7-year-old here that's also going to be eating from the same dinner. So there's that. Okay, as you can see, I've got the pepper well incorporated in here, and the onion is already becoming translucent. So the next thing I'm gonna do is add in potatoes. So I got this right here. Hopefully I don't spill any anywhere. And I'm gonna save some of these potatoes to do something else tomorrow with them. But I just wanna be sure that I have enough for our dinner tonight and enough to cook my husband's lunch tomorrow. Oh, I just got a message from Tia. Awesome. Let me pause real quick and I'll be back. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is add in this taco seasoning mix from Trader Joe's. And I'm gonna try to use up everything from our pantries and freezer and everything for this month. So, because there's only like 2 weeks left in this month, so I'm gonna try to use up everything instead of going shopping unless I absolutely need something fresh, like eggs or whatever, or milk. But other than that, I'm gonna be baking my own bread for the rest of the month to use up the flour and other supplies, like I said earlier in my cookie video. And I'm gonna use everything that we have on hand for so I don't want to be having to pack up all the food and carry it and all that, because we already got enough boxes. So the less that I can do, and then it will be great to just get all new shopping stuff. Like when we get installed there, I want to clean out the new refrigerator, because it's an apartment, so it's already going to have its own refrigerator. So I need to have time where stuff isn't going to be sitting out in the summer heat, and I can be washing that before I bring my own food into it. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up, and I'm going to cut up the garlic. And after the potatoes are already like nice and soft, that's when I put the garlic in, because keep in mind garlic can burn. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of water to this and put a lid on it, and I'm going to put some black pepper in it too. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I put in the pepper, and there's also salt in here because potatoes do take away the saltiness from the packet of seasoning. Like, they absorb all the flavor, so the meat wasn't going to have any. And then I also got a handful of basil off of my little plant that I have here in the kitchen. And so I'm just going to, I got to get my spoon rest and put it back on the stove. But after I do that, I'm going to take this spoon out, and I already put the water inside here too. So there's going to be enough liquid in here, and I'm going to put the lid on and let this simmer for a while. And then in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cook up the, whatchamacallit. Let me put this on the thing next to it. Hold on. So I rested my spoon on the griddle thing that's next to it. I'm just going to put my lid on for now, and it's going to As you can see, it's already getting foggy because the liquid is at a high temperature. So I'm gonna let it kind of cook itself for about, I'm gonna let it cook for about 8 minutes or so, and I'll be back. In the meantime, I'm gonna wash my hands again and cut up this garlic. And if I think of any other extra ingredients to throw in here, I'll let you know. Because that's how it goes sometimes. Oh, and I also want to let you guys know, if you hear the sound of the water running in the background, I do have it on right now because I'm also watching the Ryan Hall live stream, and I don't want to get like a copyright strike on my channel for having his voice in the background, because we are in a tornado watch for Illinois and other states like Indiana and everything. So I need to keep my eyes on the weather, and if we need to go downstairs, I'm gonna turn off the stove and get my little guy, light a candle, and we'll be down there until the tornado sirens are off and the warning passes. And I also want to let you guys know there's an app called WeatherWise, and it's free, and you can see where the storm chasers are at on the map. Because like, see their little faces, you can see their cars driving around, so you know where they're at, and it'll show you the HRRR model and reflectivity and all the things. And I'm sorry if those words are going over your head, but I've been like just watching the weather so much that I'm learning stuff, how to identify hook signatures and debris signatures and all the things. So yeah, like Ryan Hall, he's practically teaching me how to become a meteorologist, how to read the radar and everything. So I highly recommend his channel. And when he's not on, also Max Velocity Severe Weather Center, they are excellent channels to be watching when we're under severe weather. And like I said, today Illinois is in it for tornadoes again. So I'll be back in a little bit. It's 5:19 p.m. Central right now, so I'll be back at, let me give it 8 minutes, at 5:27. I'll be back. So I got the 3 cloves of garlic chopped up right there, but the potatoes are not exactly how I want them yet. And so what I'm doing right now is taking these husks off of these green tomatoes, and I'm gonna wash these and chop them up and throw them into the thing as well. And it's gonna add an extra depth of flavor. It's gonna also add that nice lovely color and some more nutrition to the meal. Plus the moisture from it is also gonna make the meat even a little bit more softer. And it's because like the time, I let 9 or 8 minutes go by already, and I know that my screen will only stay on for 10 minutes without touching it. So I want to definitely at least be touching it every now and then, so I make sure it doesn't turn off and then it might like delete my video or something when I'm halfway, because that has happened to me before on my old phone. I don't know how this one is, so I'm not even gonna take the chance. So I appreciate your patience, and let me go ahead and get these washed up and cut up, and I'll be back. Is it pausing? It's not pausing. Wait, what if it... Did it not record? Okay, I don't know if this recorded what I had just said a moment ago or not. But what I had said was that I already cut up the garlic, but the potatoes aren't exactly to the point where I want them to be yet. So I'm over here peeling up these green tomatoes that I had sitting on the countertop, and I'm gonna wash these up since the water's running anyway. And I'm gonna chop these up, and I'm also gonna add them to this dish. And so let me pause, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the green tomatoes thoroughly chopped up and right on time before the screen turns off and everything. So I'm gonna give my potatoes a stir real quick, and then I'm gonna toss this in and stir it again. So this is what it's looking like, and it smells so good in here, you guys. So let me remove my knife from the bowl real quick, put it there. And I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in, and hopefully none falls. Oh no, there's a whole one right there that didn't get cut. Oh man. Okay, well, at least it's on top, so it's not gonna be too hot. I'm not gonna burn myself. Let me chop this and I'll throw it in. Is this another one? No, that's just a really bad chopping job. I was in a hurry, you guys, but I'll be right back with this then. And yeah, let me wash my hands, and then I'm gonna chop this and I'll put it in, and I'm gonna, well, you know what? I'm gonna Let me put this down first. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the garlic in on top right now. That way I can incorporate it in, and some of it is stuck on the inside of the bowl. Let me scoop it out with my clean hand. This garlic makes everything taste better, doesn't it? Okay, there's that. And so what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and chop that other tomato and throw it in and stir it, and then I'm gonna put the lid back on. Okay, so I just want to mention something. I just made these cookies about an hour, maybe less than 2 hours ago. And as you can see, my son's little school bus pieces are over here. But anyway, I tasted them, and I think it would be better if anyone wants to make the recipe that I did, that you would go ahead and use the milk chocolate, these things instead of the dark chocolate. Because the dark chocolate chips were just a little much. Now I'm still gonna eat them, but it's just my personal opinion. So, but go ahead and do you. Like, if you like the taste of the bitter and sweetness of the dark chocolate, then by all means go ahead. It is supposedly healthier for us. But if you like it sweeter, then you can either add more sugar to the recipe, or you could go ahead and just use the milk chocolate and it'll come out better. Just my personal opinion on my own recipe. Like, I'm probably my worst critic of my own cooking, but like, I'm just giving a really honest review. This is the first time that I put the dark chocolate into this. So anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just like killing time while I'm waiting for the stuff to completely cook, and it shouldn't be long. And what else was I gonna say? I'm building up my YouTubing muscles, I guess you want to say, because I do eventually want to start doing live streams after we move. And so there's a couple of you who I watch who do cooking, like Deborah Cabasa, and also, let me think, who else? Man, I tell you what, man, my mind is like, I have it like right in my mind for a minute, and then right before I get to say something, it's gone from me. But there are a few channels that I watch for cooking, and I want to ask you guys in the community, those of you who have tripods, oh, especially Miss Khadijah Reeves as well. Like, for those of you that do cooking videos and you have tripods, and oh, Pooh Hef as well. If y'all are watching, please let me know like your opinions on the different ones, because I do think that that will be a great thing for me to invest in. And like, maybe I might put one on my wish list on Amazon, because that'll help me to be able to do live streams in the new kitchen whenever we get there. So thank you guys in advance. For anybody who's content creator and you have experience with these things, please let me know in the comments. And also, since I'm asking for comments, would you guys please like send some comments, like leave some comments here on my video for my best friend Becky, because she watches, and please convince her to start doing videos on her own channel, like cooking videos. Because I tell you what, her mom made the best tortillas and buñuelos ever, man. And so, yeah, like, guys, leave her comments so she could make some videos, please, and convince her to become a content creator. And I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, it's not exactly as done as I want it to be just yet. So what I'm actually going to do is the same thing that I did with the cookie video, and I'm going to just let it continue cooking, and then I'll plate it up and put a picture of it into my thumbnail later on so you guys can see it. So that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a very blessed rest of your day, and stay safe out there, anyone and everyone who's in the zone of these tornadoes. Blessings. Bye-bye.